Hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for you to bring you yet another episode of our FIFA 17 career mode here with Hull City. Now today we've got another 3 games for you guys and you'll see those a little bit later on. They're all in the Premier League. If you're wondering why I'm not maybe shouting so much, I've got a bad headache and I really don't want to make it worse, so I apologise if I don't get really hyped when goals go in, but it's quite painful at this moment in time. Nevertheless, you can see in the background we've changed the sliders once again to make it more difficult for ourselves once again, and once again we're using Cutsy's sliders. He made them himself, so if you want to go check out that video, if you want to use these sliders yourself to make Legendary more difficult, then go and check out that video. A link to it will be in the description below, because we're still top of the table. We need a bit of a bigger challenge, because at the end of the day we're Hull City and we shouldn't be leading the Premier League. In the background you can see the games that we are going to be playing. We're going to be playing Arsenal and Burnley first of all to end February, and then we've got another game in March, although I think the Swansea one ends up getting rescheduled, so I think in the end it's going to be a game against Leicester. Now there'll be a poll in the top right of the screen to ask you guys whether you want me to change the format of the series to being post-coms like I do now, or whether you want me to live-com this series, because I've had a few comments or questions talking about, you know, whether this could be a live-com series. So in the top right of the screen there'll be a poll and you guys can choose the format, and I'll change it from next episode if you guys want me to. Nevertheless, the player of the episode from last time is Marvin Stefaniak, so he'll be playing every single game of today's episode. And as you can see after the patch, we've got these lovely new graphics for the EPL, and oh my word, they look delightful. They're absolutely beautiful. You can see some more of them as well. Jerry Saint-Just is making his debut here because we had a red card from the last game, so a suspension for Curtis Davies. So Jerry Saint-Just is stepping in and making his full debut, his first starts for the club. You can see these graphics in even more beautiful definition now with the squads in the background. Seeing Arsenal there a moment ago, and here is the squad that we'll be playing for ourselves. Jerry Saint-Just is the only big change, and of course Cardinal stays in goal. There is the bench as well. Robert Snodgrass still not making it into the squad because obviously Stefaniak has to play every single game of today's episode. Nevertheless, getting into this game against Arsenal here at the Emirates Stadium. First chance of the game going to Preciado, and Harold Preciado has put it away. And after 11 minutes and a backflip from the Colombian, we are leading here against Arsenal. We've got these new harder sliders on, and with the first chance of the game we've scored into the top corner past David Ospina, Preciado's countryman, and that is another lovely finish. And Preciado once again is taking advantage of this injury for Abel Hernandez, and it's like he did this before. I remember when Hernandez was injured before, he came in, he scored goals, and he fully took advantage of Hernandez's injury, which obviously happened at the end of last episode, and he scored already here against Arsenal. The North London side not giving it up though, of course, in front of their home fans. A dangerous cross into the box, but a good catch there from Cardinal. A few minutes later, Cazorla with some nice link-up play between himself and El Neni, and Cazorla is there to score and level the scoring, level the game in this one after the half-an-hour mark. Assist from El Neni. To be honest with you, I thought El Neni was going to shoot, hence why I dived in even with Odubajo. But unfortunately he passed it back to Cazorla, which left us slightly open, and you can see it was 1-1 there at half-time. Into the second half, and we're almost being the masters of our own downfall there as Arsenal hit the post. Michael Keane giving the ball away in a very dangerous area with the through ball, and Arsenal very nearly taking the lead of this game. Cosiello, there was some loving passing play, finds Andrew Robertson. What a move that was, but a good save from Ospina there, low to his left. Robertson probably one of the players we probably didn't want in that situation. Saint-Just though with a lovely challenge there. We're failing to clear it, and the shot coming in, but it goes over the bar from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Jerry Saint-Just there with a lovely tackle, and he seems very solid here in his first full game for the club. Diamande though attacking now down the left-hand side, sees Cosiello, wonderful pass into Preciado, who scores again, and is that man with a second goal of the game. And what passing play that is. Diamande cutting in from the left-hand side, giving it to Cosiello, one touch and a wonderful through ball between the centre-backs, and Preciado just caresses the ball into the back of the net, just guides it into that bottom corner. Wonderful finish, and it is 2-1. Brilliant passing play. Arsenal going forward again. Cardinal makes an absolute hash of it. It falls there to Lucas Perez, and a great block from that man again, Jerry Saint-Just. He's had a really solid first game here for the club, coming in for the suspended Davies, and it's a really good block there with his knee, and that is the final action of the game. It is another win against big league opposition in the shape of Arsenal this time, thanks to that man there on the left-hand side, Preciado, who unsurprisingly gets man of the match with a 9.4 after 2 goals. Very good ratings as well for Robertson, who got the first assist, and Sonjust, who was brilliant on his debut, as well as a 9.2 for Kozielo, who again had the game on strings. I mean, he's literally our Mesut Ozil. He's our Toni Kroos. He just dribbles about, and he just picks out passes and assists left, right, and centre. He's an absolutely brilliant player to watch play football on this game. Silky smooth. Another assist for him. That's double figures now for assists for Vincent Kozielo in this series, really reaffirming himself as the top assist maker in this series in the Hall of Fame. But it's another win, and despite that increase on the sliders, we're still struggling to get difficult games at the moment, and a win there against Arsenal really proving that. In training, we're still training Stefaniak, Valkvist and Cardinal. Valkvist and Cardinal are both very close to going up to the next overall, and Stefaniak is now halfway to 74, and that's extremely good growth, because obviously we don't have that many young players in the team, so all of the young players that we do have, we can basically train every single week from the start of the season. You can see the table are going into the second game of the episode at the KC Stadium against Burnley. We are top by goal difference at a Stoke City, who are still there in second place. I don't feel so bad that we're winning the league, given Stoke City are in second place and doing an equally good job. Obviously, ourselves and Burnley both promoted at the start of the season. Very contrasting fortunes for the two. Burnley fighting off relegation, and we're top of the table. You've just seen a squad, though, in the background that we are playing for this game here against Burnley, and again, those wonderful EPL graphics that came with the patch, looking really, really nice indeed. Andre Gray, though, going forward with the first chance of the game, and a great save with the feet from Johan Cardinal, who's looking pretty solid. Not great in the air by the looks of things so far, but he's a very, very good shot stopper. Decent shot as well there by Ben Mee, but it goes just wide of the right-hand post. So Burnley getting the first two chances of the game. We, though, passing it out from the back just after that Ben Mee chance with Marvin Stefaniak, who's now got the afterburners on. He's gone past two players, and this is what Stefaniak does best. He goes past another one, plays a wonderful through ball to Harold Preciado, but he can't score. It's fallen to Bailey, but it's blocked. And what an assist that would have been from Marvin Stefaniak. The kid is special. The kid is on another level. He's just going to be one of them. He's just going to be one of them players that is just on another level. Proving it there, almost getting an assist for Preciado. This time, though, it is a goal for Preciado. It's an assist for Leon Bailey. It's a very good half volley from the Colombian after the ball over the top from the winger Leon Bailey. Nothing Tom Heaton can do about that one. Into the bottom corner, and again, Preciado has scored. He's the only player who's scored a goal in this episode so far for us. He brings out the dab, as is usually his celebration, and it's good times now really for Preciado. That's 3 goals in the space of 2 games after the injury for Hernandez. He's on the ball again now on the edge of the area. He finds Bailey trying to return the favour, who got the assist for him, but it's a good save at the near post from Tom Heaton. Towards the end of the game, now into the 86th minute, Burnley pressing forward, the chest control from Ben Mee. It's back to Ben Mee, and he has scored to break Hull hearts to some extent. It's still hopefully going to be a draw of some kind, but Burnley getting a goal in the 88th minute, and they haven't really threatened since those 2 chances at the start. I know they had a few half chances that you'll have seen in the background. Cardinal just sort of plucking them out of the air. A good goal though, really nice passing play, and it is a goal, as you can see there down at the bottom, for Ben Mee in the 88th minute. Burnley did put on some pressure in the final minutes of the game into injury time, but thankfully we held on to get a draw. It seems like a bad result, but given context, given how well we've been playing recently, I'm sure a draw will do the trick. Leon Bailey gets man of the match just from Preciado, despite Preciado actually scoring our goal, both with 8.4 ratings. But again, Preciado really, really impressing himself. Bailey getting back into assists and goals recently. Stefaniak just being himself. Kozielo running games left, right and centre, doing a very, very good job. In the meantime, we've got our first scout report back from Tapio Markkanen, and we are going to try and use these Youth Academy players quite a decent amount, because the depth still in the squad is slightly lacking. We've signed a player there with 94 potential. The rest of them, we're still going to carry on scouting. But yeah, Archie Mitchell, I think it was, with the highest potential possible of 94. But obviously that could be anywhere in the middle between 75 and 94. And with that, because he's a centre mid, we've passed the objective. We've passed the youth development objective, which means our manager rating has gone from a lowly 62 up to 66. He looks a good little player as well. He's 15 years of age and 61 overall, which is pretty good for a youth academy player. So we're definitely looking forward to using him at some point. For those worried about my manager rating, don't worry too much about it. I mean, I've done test saves where I've had like a 42 manager rating with PSG and not been sacked at the end of the season. The only reason it's so low is because we're not passing the financial objectives at the moment, but hopefully, especially especially if we finish in the European places, we should get enough money to hopefully pass those objectives, and that manager rating will go back up a lot at the end of the season, especially if we pass the finish in mid-table barometer of the objectives, which we definitely should do, given our position in the league at the moment. Some more training though going on in the background, just training Kosciello on his long shots actually as well. I feel as if that's the only thing that he's quite weak at. Valkvist still being trained on defensive stuff. Cardinal went up to 76. For those that are wondering where there's a squad report, there will be one at the start of the next episode, so you can see all the growth and all the ratings of the players at the moment, because I realise it's been quite some time since the last one. Cardinal though went up to 76 at the end of a month, and Stefaniak has just gone up to 74 now in training, so some good growth again for him. Nevertheless, it is now time for the final game of today's episode, and is a very nostalgic trip back to a former stadium that's treated us so well on YouTube and on FIFA as well. It is the King Power Stadium, of course, home to Leicester, the team I did my FIFA 16 career mode with. We had some really good times at this stadium, and it's nice to be back, to be quite honest with you. It's really nice to see this stadium again, this time on FIFA 17, in a better form than it was on FIFA 16. Going into this one is certainly not going to be an easy game. Leicester in the top 6 of the table at the moment, and they're the best defensive team in the league, so it's not going to be necessarily a happy journey back to the King Power Stadium. We'll certainly have to try and break this team down. Curtis Davies, of course, is back into the side after a suspension, and Harry Maguire also gets a run out as well instead of Michael Keane. The rest of the squad you'll have seen there in the background. Leicester going forward though, first of all in the 14th minute with Daniel Amati, one player that I have a very good affinity to. Jamie Vardy though putting a ball into the box, and it's Ahmed Musa who converts to the back post, and with the first chance of the game, Leicester have gone 1-0 up here at home after just 15 minutes. It's poor defensive play from me actually. It wasn't the AI's fault, I just didn't get tight enough to Vardy. He puts a pretty impossible to defend ball in, and Ahmed Musa is there to convert the ball. Going to the 21st minute, Andrew Robertson there winning the ball off Riyad Mahrez, and now finding Marvin Stefaniak down the left hand side. He can now put the Rockets on his heels, and he's getting underway, sprinting into the centre, finding Preciado, and Preciado has scored again, and it's another brilliant assist again from Marvin Stefaniak, and the boys are turning up properly at the moment. Another assist for Stefaniak. His passing seems very good. No chance for Zila in the Leicester goal. Preciado tucking that right into the bottom corner. Straight after the kickoff though, and Islam Slimani trying to get a goal back of his own. Trying to do it all on his own as well. Skipping past Ryan Mason very well actually, in fairness. Speaking of Ryan Mason, going for a long shot of his own, and he whistles just past the far post there. Ron Robert Zila did not have that one covered at all. That could have been the first long shot goal of the series. Leicester now trying to go forward, and a wonderful challenge there from someone. I don't even know who it was. One of the centre-backs. I think it might have actually been Michael Keane. Although I said he wasn't playing, so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure who that was. But to deny Jamie Vardy, and a good save as well there from Zila. This time to deny Harold Preciado another goal in this episode. Into the 55th minute there, some lovely skill from Marvin Stefaniak has won a free kick there against Ben Chilwell. The resulting free kick will be taken short by Leon Bailey. To Vincent Kosciello, who's got some support there from Mason. Lovely skill pass to find Onyinye Ndidi, who turns his defender and puts the ball in the back of the net. And we are leading. We've come back from behind once again in this series, and Onyinye Ndidi has got the goal. It is 2-1 after the 56th minute. A lovely sort of build-up play really in terms of the free kick, and a good finish from Ndidi after Stefaniak won the free kick of his own. He's won the ball back here as well. He's passed it to Kosciello, who can end the game as a contest, but he puts the ball wide. His composure lacking there for the diminutive Frenchman, and he cannot make it 3-1, and we might suffer from that because Danny Drinkwater's going forward, but he slices the ball well wide of Cardinal's near post, and that could have been an equaliser and a very good chance for Leicester to do so. They have still got a chance to get a point out of this game, as Riyad Mahrez, though, is going to swing a ball into the box, and it's headed, I think, there by potentially Luis Enrique, but a good save from Johan Cardinal there in the 87th minute. The resulting corner came in and was cleared away, only as far as Danny Simpson in his own half, and he's been pressurised there. He's lost the ball. Kosciello jumps over it. It's Abel Hernandez off the bench, finding Snodgrass, and now finding Jake Hesketh off the bench as well. All the substitutes combining. Can Hesketh score? No, he can't. It's a good one-on-one save from Zila. That would have put the game definitely beyond any sort of doubt as well. It's no first goal for the club for Jake Hesketh. A good save from Zila, but we do still grab all 3 points from our old stomping ground, the King Power Stadium, which again served us so well. It served Marvin Stefaniak very well though, because he came away with man of the match with an 8.7 rating, and again he is just absolutely on fire. However, Preciado is definitely going to be a challenger for player of the episode, I reckon, in this one as well. Some good ratings for some of the other players there as well, and nice to see Abel Hernandez back in the squad as well. He came back from his injury in that game as well, but only off the bench because he's still suffering a little bit with that ankle. Nevertheless, we're getting into some contrast contract talks with Andrew Robertson, putting in a final sort of contract offer, but again, we are rejected, so we're going to have to wait for the kid to make a decision of his own, because at the moment, it's looking as if he's just going to leave for free at the end of the season. Everyone voting for us to keep him and not cash in. To be honest with you, I was very split on the opinion, but I respect the opinion of you guys. Usually players do have some sort of U-turn eventually once you offer them a good contract, but Andrew Robertson and his agent are being very, very stern and very, very stubborn about the matter. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, though, we can get him to sign a contract at some point, because otherwise we're going to be missing out massively. Here's the table, though, after today's episode. We're still top of the table. The sliders might have to be changed again next episode in terms of shot error for the CPU or shot error for us. Probably shot error for the CPU, because then it makes it less frustrating for me to play. It just makes it harder generally, because we can't finish top. I mean, well, we can, but it's just, I don't know, realism isn't really a thing anymore after Leicester won the league, so I suppose we can just try and do a Leicester, but I wasn't really expecting to win the league. I wouldn't mind a top 4, that'd be great, because Stoke are in the top 4, so that doesn't make me feel too bad. Winning the league, however, I don't know, we'll have to see. If Stoke continue to challenge us, then maybe I won't feel too bad about it. You can see the Hall of Fame, though, in the background. Abel Hernandez still top when it comes to goals, Cosielo's still top when it comes to assists. Hernandez, though, is now top of appearances, because Marshall hasn't played for a while with 32, but apart from that, nothing has particularly changed. Nevertheless, this is now your opportunity to vote for today's player of the episode, and you can actually make it so that someone does challenge that record of most player of the episodes for Abel Hernandez, because Marvin Stefaniak will be in the vote, Tyrell Preciado will quite clearly be in the vote, probably along with Leon Bailey and also Vincent Cosiello for today. A lot of candidates, a lot of players doing very, very well. You guys can choose your player of the episode, and the winner will play every single game of the next episode. You can also vote as well as to whether I should continue doing post-commentary videos for this series, or whether I should do live commentaries for this series. But that is up to you guys. A few guys asking what the numbers game is as well. It's a new series coming on the 24th of October. Pen it in your calendar, pen it in your diary, because it's going to be the best series that I've ever made, so make sure that you're hyped for that one, because it's going to be absolutely awesome. Nevertheless, that is about it from me. If you've enjoyed the video, then feel free to hit the likes button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and comment about enjoying the video if you've enjoyed it that much. It has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.